Mr. and Mrs. Gandy, please come up. This is a very unique couple. Now, when I met Bill here, I was covering an event where everybody was speaking Spanish, including him. Bill, you know, what is it about the different cultural groups that just fascinate you, because it seems as though you just get along with just everybody?
Well, myself, I'm a universalist. We all came from the same root, regardless of what your religion, creed, everything is. We're all humans, or else we wouldn't be able to reproduce as different races and things like that. And the fact that we can reproduce means that we're all of the same type. The surface, that's what everybody sees. But we just happen to be at a time where we are into a country that, you know, the people of darker nature experience hardship in a country filled with people of a lighter nature. But that still doesn't mean, because of the past history, that we can't move past that and get along, as Rodney King said back in the day.
As he's been beaten.
Yeah, as he's been beaten down by the white cops. But I still think that today we could kind of forget that. Although, I must say this, I mean, it hasn't been that long ago, for real, that even slavery has been around. My great-grandmother was born out of slavery. My mother from the South had to ride on the back of the bus. Jim Crow laws was existing at the time. This is real stuff. And people think that overnight that people are going to just forget everything. I could tell you have black features. I mean, you look at the nose and the lips, you know, and according to this nation, if you got 1% drop of black blood in you're black. So make no mistake about it, by definition of the United States of America, Barack Obama is a black man. He just happened to have a white mother, and according to their laws of this nation, he's black. And that's what people's angry about, because they created the rules, they created the laws, and that's just the way it is. I mean, we're just living with what it is. So he's considered a black man. So yes, he is America's first black president, not Bill Clinton, as a lot of people would have thought, because Bill Clinton was not black.
And, you know, and since you said that, you know, some of the people, African Americans I spoke with, who questioned the ethnic nature of Barack Obama, will at the same time say that Bill Clinton was the first black president. So, well, that's another show perhaps, but...
Yeah, I think comedians took that and ran with that pretty much. That's something that I think that comedians use because, you know...
No, I don't mean comedians. I mean people that I've seen here in Fort Wayne, here at the library, here at local Fort Wayne people, and they thought that was their original idea, but no need to go into that.
Like I said, comedians. I'm just saying. No, really. No, Bill Clinton was not. He did a lot of good things as far as, you know, toward the advancement and the, you know, favorship toward things of black issues and things like that. But, you know, when it all came down to it, when Barack was running with his wife in the first place, then all of a sudden, you know, Bill was a little more white, Barack was a little more black, and it's just changing of the cards. That's just changing of the cards. So, I mean, keeping it real, Barack is black. My wife, we have beautiful interracial children, you know, and they are the combination of two races coming together. They create a golden-like color, you know, which is a beautiful color. You know, a lot of interracial children are beautiful. Y'all all know that. Y'all all know that. And it's because, you know, that's how we're meant to be, is blending. You know, eventually, we ain't going to have no thing called race because everybody's going to blend together. It's been going on since the beginning of time. I mean, Romans blended with the Sumerians, and they blended with the Ethiopians, and they blended. I mean, it's even in the Bible where, you know, he married a Cushite. It was Moses who married a Cushite, and they were angry about that. But a Cushite, if you look it up, is an Ethiopian, and Ethiopians are only black. So there's been race mixing since the beginning of time. It's not going to stop. Every time cultures come together, they're going to blend, and you're going to have those that's fighting against change. But that's just human nature also. That's human nature also.
Okay, Ms. Gandy, you know, what have you noticed? Have you noticed over the years since you guys have been a couple that attitudes in America and in Fort Wayne have improved, or have they stayed stagnant, or just what's happened with the attitude?
Well, I have to say, just growing up, I grew up not in the projects, but right on that divided line, you know what I'm saying? So I had a lot of black friends growing up. I grew up during the riot era, so I have to say, since, you know, I'm a little bit older than the young lady who was up here before, so I've noticed a change all over. Bill and I have lived in many cities, and I tell my children, you know, they're black, because when people look at them, that's what they're going to look like. When they go to get a job, if they're trying to get a job from a racist person, they're not going to say, well, he's half white. Oh, she's half white. No, they're black.
So in this regard, what do you want to say to not only Barack Obama about what he may not even realize about his own biracialness, but Allen County?
Well, I think Barack Obama knows who he is. Obviously, he's an intelligent man. You know, he's gotten where he's gotten for a reason. He's going to be president for a reason, so he knew what he's saying. I think Fort Wayne, when it comes to the older culture, it's hard for them to accept the change, because probably growing up, they didn't know many black people. They know what they see on the surface. If I see a guy walking down the street with an afro and baggy jeans on, I don't automatically assume he's a thug, because I know people like that, and I know they're not. You know what I'm saying? But an older person might cross the street. An older white person might cross the street. So I think, you know, the difference in ages and cultures, I think, you know, it's coming around because we are blended in society, because they did integrate the schools, because we do have new laws to help people along, to say that the stereotypes that they're seeing on TV are not real. It's not real.
Okay.